What is up, DTube, Steam blockchain, and YouTube? So today I want to talk a little bit about the Galaxy S20 Ultra because Samsung unveiled it today, as well as the S20 Plus and the Galaxy S20. So today I want to talk a little bit about the top variant because it has two core. It has what I'm sort of looking for when I'm looking for an amazing smartphone. So for example, this video is being recorded on the Galaxy S10 Plus front-facing camera, which is amazing. And I realized last year that Samsung was really stepping it up. I did not think cameras would be this amazing in the Galaxy S20, Galaxy S10 Plus, but they are really, really good. I realized that many things that I used to have a regular camera with, now I can just do those same thing on the phone because the phone's front-facing camera and rear camera is so amazing. So there really is no point with having another sort of camera. And okay, so the Galaxy S20 Ultra, it has two amazing new cameras. So a rear camera, 108 megapixels, 8K video support at 30 frames per second, or I think it may be 24 frames per second. And then the front-facing camera is a 40 megapixel camera with 4K at 60 FPS support. 60 FPS 4K. I saw a video sample how good this was on YouTube. It is so good. It's so good. So the two things that I find the most amazing with the S20 Ultra is these two cameras, these two new cameras. Wow. I mean, the camera, the quality is out of this world. I mean, it's it's so good. It also has a bigger display, 6.9-inch, 120 hertz, but only for up to full HD. For example, I like Quad HD or something like that I think I have at the moment on my device. Full HD looks a little bit worse, but 120 hertz sounds pretty good. And what else is that I find amazing? I'm fairly sure I'm gonna buy this one. 128 gigabyte, 12 gigs of RAM, but you're also gonna have a 16 gigs of RAM, 512 gigs of storage. Now, if someone gets the 128 gigabyte edition for around $100, they can expand that 400 gigs with SanDisk micro SDXC card. The processor, of course, chipset Exynos 990, Android 10. It just looks good. It looks so good. Because I don't think Samsung is doing gimmick stuff. Because using the S10 Plus, it was actually the first phone that actually matched, I would say, the ads. Usually when you see ads for a new phone and you see people have an amazing experience with it, usually you don't have that similar experience when you're using that device yourself. But last year with these devices, I really think they are such a step up from even the Galaxy S8. I mean, the Galaxy S8 really feels like a toy compared to S10 Plus. Mainly because better cameras, but bigger display, faster processor, it makes a lot of difference. It really is an improvement. And I really think this one, again, it looks like something that seems that's going to be, again, a step up. So yeah, the S20 Ultra just looks amazing. Combined with that 5000 milliamp battery, that's really good. But yes, it does have a big display. Galaxy, I saw that first that the Galaxy Buds Plus, that they would be included for free if you pre-ordered the S20 Ultra, but now it seems like that's not the case. I think that that's going to be my first Bluetooth in-ear that I'm gonna try. I'm probably gonna get them and like see how, if it's really good. I think it's gonna be pretty decent. I mean, it should be fairly decent, these buds. I just as Apple is doing with their, I think Apple AirPods or something like that. I'm fairly sure they should be pretty decent. I think it's from AKG as well, which Samsung is including AKG USB Type-C wired earphones as well in the box, and I'm using my AKG earphones that I got with the S10 Plus, and I mean they're decent. They're decent. So one thing that's kind of interesting with these like super HD cameras, for example, if you would just do video content and stuff like that for Instagram or something like that, I think Instagram that they downscale the quality super much. So I think that you're probably gonna get the best quality if you put it on YouTube, especially if you're doing a lot of video. Because I don't really think Instagram. Yeah, I think that Instagram for sure is gonna downscale stuff in terms of video quality. So people that want like amazing video quality, they're probably gonna keep doing the YouTube stuff. Especially people that love the pixels and the crispiness. And and yeah, the video that I saw on YouTube over the front-facing camera of the S20 Ultra, it was so crisp. And it was also really amazing because it almost looked like it was more wide angle than even what I get on the S10 Plus. So for example, if you want to include another person or even two people in a front-facing video, it seems like it's going to be way easier to do that. So maybe they have some wide frame mode for the front-facing camera. It's just, I've noticed that they have with the they have some similar feature in the S10 Plus with the rear camera. So, and one thing I did not hear about was I'm not sure if they will have some kind of pro editor camera mode where it would be kind of cool if you can focus on two people at the same time, or using both the rear camera and the front facing camera at the same time and focus on different subjects. I did not see anything about that, but then again, I did not watch the whole keynote or like video that Samsung did and talking a little bit about this phone. But that would be really cool to have an app like that, because when you get these like super amazing cameras, you kind of want to use them in many ways. So it's like funny, a lot of stuff that is like a gimmick the first couple of years when something is new, people may not want to use it because it feels like this doesn't have that much utility. For example, the S Pen and the stylus, the first few years I did not really use it that much. But now with the Note 10 Plus, I noticed that I take out the pen much more. And one of the main reasons for that is because I have like an app, so I can use a pop-up window for a video. So I'm watching a video and I can do other stuff on my phone, and it feels more like, it almost feels more like a desktop computer. And then it sort of makes sense for me to use the stylus and use that S Pen. But it seems like when phones were a little bit less powerful, like the first generation Notes, it seems like I used the pen less because, I don't know, maybe the user experience was worse. But it seems like when you get more computing power, that a lot of stuff makes more sense to use and utilize that you may have not used back when they first came. So the front-facing camera, for example, on smartphones is really interesting because even a few years ago, I think that people used them way less, and now it seems like people are starting to utilize them much more when they get so much better quality. And it just seems to make sense then to like utilize it because they see that it's so much better than the first few years. So it's really interesting to see how people probably going to use technology in different ways the more computing power they get. And it's really interesting, like you realize that like the better smartphone you get, you see if other people are uploading like low quality video or low quality photos, it's really hard to consume that because you get used to like the super high quality. So it's going to be interesting when more and more people move to HD, and when they have better cameras, the whole experience of the internet and phones, it's going to be so much better when everyone has better cameras and faster desktop or mobile computers in their pocket. It's going to be interesting to see what I think about the big display. So 6.9-inch display sounds super big, but I know that, for example, with the S10 Plus, yeah, I got used to the display size pretty fast, and yeah, it's really nice size. So it's gonna be interesting to see what I think about this large size. 6.9-inch display is really huge, but yeah, so it's cool to see where phones are sort of moving. I sort of feel like my S10 Plus, it doesn't feel like it's slowing down anytime soon. And it's really hard now to imagine what more feature I would like on a device like Galaxy S21. I don't really like, phones are so good now, so it's really hard for me to imagine what they're gonna do here the upcoming few years. Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting to follow to see what Samsung and Apple is doing, especially when they max out like everything. They're probably gonna come up with something new. Uh, Maybe better software. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I want to talk a little bit about in this video. So I think I'm gonna get this device because, yeah, it seems like it's gonna be worth it. Yeah. Uh, have a great day, DTube and Steam blockchain. Bye bye.